Welcome back to the Great Enough Podcast. I'm Steve.
My name is Kurt.
And we're on episode 4, baby. Let's go.
Why?
Knew it. I knew it.
Why?
Blue light blockers, Kurt. That's why. It's nighttime. It's the first time we're doing a podcast tonight. And I wear blue light blockers. All right? Is that okay?
So they're called what?
Here we go. Blue light blockers.
Blue light blockers.
Yes.
Can't just call them glasses?
You can if that's what they just were, but these are not just any old glasses, Kurt. These are blue light blockers.
There's an episode of How I Met Your Mother where Ted Mosby is talking about his slippers, and he gets ashamed of the word slippers, and he's like, they're not slippers, they're British morning socks. That's you with your blue light blockers.
Dude, that sounds ridiculous.
There's a part of me that feels like you put these on because like you're kind of feeling good, right?
I'm flexing. Let's go.
I feel a little bit like, I'm
doing a little Conor McGregor here. Eh?
I got my blue light blockers,
Yeah, I probably wouldn't go with $5 Amazon glasses if that was the case.
See, now you're walking it back, though, I feel like.
3 hours before bed, blue light blockers, come on. Erling Haaland said it on the Logan Paul podcast.
Did he really?
He did. And he's the fucking champ.
Okay, fair enough.
Are you the champ, Kurt?
I guess you have a point. I'm not the champ. Having said that, though, I don't think I look at Erling Haaland for advice in everything in life. Personally, you're not a soccer player.
I tried.
So are the blue light blockers what's going to get you back into...
If I would have did this when I was younger, I would have made it, Kurt. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Fair enough.
Now I got them.
All right.
Okay.
So this is your way back in.
That's my way back in.
Gotcha.
It's like we're seeing where I can take it from here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wearing your sexy blue light blockers.
Yeah.
I don't love them.
These are my sexy librarian glasses.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, look, if you could just be honest and say that, you want to be a sexy librarian, I'd be fine with it. I'm all about authenticity and honesty.
Yeah.
But no, when you come here saying, "No, these are my blue light blockers because I don't want screens before bed," you come off as disingenuous. And I feel like
even though there's 2 freaking lights blasting in our eyes right now, and I want to protect my eyes before bed.
It's a Friday night. We're allowed to get some lights in.
Yeah, we are, and we're allowed to protect our eyes,
Who's to say we're not going to be up till 3 a.m. tonight? Having many takes of this because we're constantly screwing it up.
I thought we were partying.
We could party.
Okay.
We got to take those glasses off if you want to party.
Oh, man. Okay, so we're not partying. Yeah, anyways, speaking about ridiculous, these glasses are something like a Jake Paul would wear. You know what I mean? Like a fuck you,
So you're saying you're like Jake Paul? Is that what I'm hearing right now?
Better, obviously.
Okay.
I'm somewhat educated.
Okay.
Anyways, speaking of that whole gang, right? You saw the Dillon Danis thing?
Yeah.
Dillon Danis sets himself up, right? Takes a bunch of photos of Logan Paul's girlfriend, like destroys Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Right? All he has to do now is coast.
No holds barred. Really,
he went all in.
Yeah.
All in, right?
It really hammered it to a pulp.
I think he played every card he could, right? I don't know how much worse it could have gone.
I don't know how he had that many cards.
Right, but he found them.
It was a lot.
He just had to coast.
I felt bad for Logan.
Right. Not for his girlfriend, though. She deserved it.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so he just has to coast, right? And today, he decides to completely blow it.
Yeah.
And not be able to speak English.
Yeah.
I don't even get what happened. I was watching it and I was like, it seemed like he was not okay. Like maybe he took drugs or something. I was dead serious. I thought maybe he's drunk or something. He was like,
the best part is Logan Paul going, "Get this man some water." It was bad.
He lost.
Yeah.
He lost the sauce battle.
You can't go that hard with all the shit talking.
And then not be able to speak English.
Speaking English is a bare minimum in the shit talking game, I must say.
I think so. You got to speak the language of the battle.
Yeah.
You don't just forget.
Yeah. It's almost like he went Google Translate on Twitter, but then when it came to the face-to-face, he got outed in terms of the fact that he doesn't speak English.
Like, part of the reason Conor McGregor's so good at the shit talking is because he's quick and he doesn't stutter.
Yeah.
He's just like so sure of what he's going to say so quickly.
Exactly.
And like Dillon Danis, like he was doing pretty well for himself.
Yeah.
And then like I've never seen someone blow it that bad.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Like, that's the biggest fail I've ever seen in shit talking.
Like,
Besides someone getting knocked out.
if you want to shit talk really well, doing it without stuttering and like, you know, obviously you're going to want to like make your points in terms of making fun of the guy. But if you want to do it really well, obviously don't stutter. But what Dillon Danis did, not only was it stuttering, but it was really just like gibberish, like not being able to formulate
and
syllables.
He knew it and he couldn't do anything about it. He was
yeah.
And then you could tell he was like, okay, let me try again. And then
Same thing.
You know what I mean? Just
It was
couldn't.
rough. It was bad.
That's never happened. Like, I have moments. I'll have a sentence.
Yeah.
But to have like 4 or 5 sentences in a row where I can't get a word out.
And then him going, "Oh, this clip is edited," but like, geez, dude, it's, you know, it didn't look like it was hard to edit.
No, it didn't. I lost for words. So
Yeah.
he shat the bed.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny because before I was feeling really bad for Logan Paul's fiance. Now I'm like, oh, poor Dillon. Poor guy. Aw.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know. The
They're
poor
making
guy.
fun of
He's
him,
still
you know.
learning ABCs.
You're gonna make fun of a little child? What's wrong with you, Logan?
I was a bit of a bully in grade 1. Shit, I pulled the Dillon.
Yeah, idiot.
But I caught back up.
You did.
I caught it back.
Yeah, if it was Dillon, he'd be like,
okay.
grade what? Oh yeah, well you're bitch.
This is literally the video that like Dillon gets easily swept away by Logan because he's not a boxer.
Yeah.
And then calls us out. He's like, I'll take you both at once. And we're like, okay.
Yeah.
We'll
yeah,
at
well,
least
Dillon, at least we can speak English, you fucking
We'll win the
idiot.
shit talking.
Illiterate boxer.
Maybe that's what it is.
What?
Maybe he took a few shots to the head and,
Oh, it's possible.
you know?
Yeah, because before he wasn't taking any shots, he was doing jujitsu, right? So
Yeah.
now he's finally getting the shots in.
So he shat the bed.
Yeah.
Right? He completely shat the bed. Now, speaking of shitting on the bed, you saw the guy who shat on the plane. The guy shits on the plane and they had to emergency land the plane.
Firstly, your segue game.
In there.
It's getting there. It's getting there. You know, I'll be honest. You know, before the podcast, we kind of talk about how we segue through things, and Steve's like, "This is something I got to get better at." That was elite level segueing.
Thank you.
Really
Garrett.
good. You just think of that on the spot?
Hopefully.
Yeah. Man, if that was on the spot, I'm excited for the things to come. That's for sure. Okay, so explosive
pressure.
diarrhea. Let's talk about
Yeah,
it.
let's talk about explosive diarrhea. I mean, for someone who suffered his whole life from explosive diarrhea. I'm joking. Okay, so I've been in his spot, except I went to the bathroom.
You say it like it's the most obvious thing.
It's pretty. It's one of the first things you learn before speaking, even.
Yeah, true.
So Dillon Danis probably has that
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dillon Danis would at least be able to make it to the bathroom. I don't know if he'd be
think.
able to ask where it is, but he could definitely.
Where's the,
I'll just shit in the aisle.
Oh man. Yeah, so I don't know, like, have you ever been in that situation where like you're like literally on a plane
Yeah.
and like you're in between or you're the guy closest to the window and you got to pass by two people, they're sleeping.
Yeah. Like that specifically. I mean, remember there was one time, I think it was like last year or 2 years ago, where I was in the middle seat. My girlfriend was on my right, and there was like some lady on the left. But we got to the point where we were approaching landing.
That's happened to me
Right?
too.
So when you're approaching landing, like everyone knows, like seatbelt thing is on, and you're not supposed to get up, you're not supposed to go to the bathroom, this, that, the other. And I really had to pee, but it was one of those like, okay, you know what? I can wait. Like once we land, I'll just go to the bathroom. Thinking it was going to be that easy, right? You land, just go to the bathroom. But no, right? You have to actually descend. Descending takes like 10 minutes or whatever it is. Once you land, you have to
You're
wait
not allowed
another...
to get up.
Yeah, you can't get up. Wait another 15 minutes before you dock. Once you dock, then you actually have to get out. Obviously, we're flying main cabin because we're poor. And so we're the last ones to get off at the plane. So we're talking like maybe 45 minutes before I get to a bathroom.
Yeah.
And I'm like... I'm there scratch. You ever do the thing where you scratch your legs?
No, I don't do that.
Dude, I scratch my legs just to distract myself from the fact that I have to pedal really bad. And the lady beside me is like freaking out. She's like, I see her like, oh, like what is he doing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She's like, oh my god. And then I'm like telling Lindsay, I'm like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
I've been there, man.
Yeah. And then like we're about to land, and I'm like, it, I have to do it. So I just like get up and I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. And then she lets me go. And then the flight attendant is like, sir. And I'm like, bathroom. And then I just went. And then I got out and it was all fine.
Yeah, they won't actually stop you. It's just the feeling that you can't.
Yeah.
There's that real
everyone's
feeling.
Seated. You
You're
see
that
the light
guy,
there.
and everyone knows.
Everyone's looking at you. Yeah.
That you're going for number 2.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because or else
it's
like hold it in.
It's kind of like getting up in the middle of a movie theater. You know what I mean? All eyes are on you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know. You could be going to get a snack.
Yeah, for sure. No, the plane's definitely worse.
Yeah.
But that's just what I'm comparing it to. Like everyone knows you're leaving to go to the bathroom. It was not fun. Having said that, it wasn't explosive diarrhea.
Yeah.
Have you had something like that?
I think I had that same exact thing where I ended up just going anyways.
Yeah.
But, I've been in those situations, not necessarily just on a plane, many times.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I didn't know it was lactose intolerant. So every day, just
definitely.
jamming ice cream. Just
Jamming ice cream.
didn't know,
Yeah.
right? So I've had those now, not as much, but yeah, it's one of the worst feelings.
Definitely.
Where you're just like, you're
For
like
sure.
sweating.
But anyway, so this guy or woman, I don't know the full story, but, flight from Atlanta over to Barcelona, pretty long trip. They get 2 hours into the trip, and they go. It all falls out of them. Bit of a mudslide.
Oh no!
A little bit of a.
Why did they have to land the plane? Couldn't they just tolerate it? If you paid, how are you feeling about that? Like, okay, man, let it go. Do I want to land and be like, I can't?
I guess it really look. So
or
one,
I paid.
So it
Get me
depends
there.
where you're sitting, right?
Yeah, you're right behind the guy.
Dude, could you imagine? You're like,
Can I sit on your lap, person in the back?
I might throw up. Just thinking about it is. I saw the video. The video's pretty. If you've seen the video,
there's a video.
There's a video. There's a video of the aftermath. People were recording it while like getting off of the plane.
It's diarrhea.
Yes.
Oh,
It is
no.
diarrhea. I didn't realize how hard it would be to speak while talking about this.
I feel so bad for the guy. Like,
oh my
that's
god, yeah.
social
100%.
suicide.
It's I don't know how you.
How you come back?
But I don't think anyone. Like I don't think we know who it is. I don't think that's come out.
Someone does.
Someone does.
He does.
It's for sure out there. I didn't look that hard. I just kind of saw the video and I read the story and that was about it.
Imagine everybody knew in the world. Like it was like just like
Common
the
knowledge.
name was out there.
Yeah.
That's the guy who shit his pants.
Dude.
Oh man, that's the worst.
I think
I would start a YouTube channel, guy who shat pants.
I think you have. Yeah, I think that's.
You
know
own
what?
it at that point.
Yeah, I think that's
the
the
only
best way
way.
to do it. It's hard. Like definitely, you have to overcome like an insecurity of being the person who shat their pants. But if you're able to kind of get over that hump
You
and
make
really
something
battle
of it.
that adversity, man, you're in my opinion, you're a top
You're a
tier
hero.
You become
You're an inspiration.
Yeah, you become an inspiration to us all. You're like Terry Fox. I would say at that point.
Yeah.
There's Terry Fox, and then there's you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna do. There's the Terry Fox run
Yeah. Yeah.
and the Jerry Maguire
there's-
airplane shit.
The Delta Atlanta to Barcelona explosive diarrhea, man. Yeah.
So I never had like anything of that sort, but I did have a situation where I was in Mexico with my friends.
Yeah.
And we got in an elevator and like I let one go.
Okay.
But it was just my friends.
Like a toot?
Like no, not a two. Just let a bit of something out.
Oh, I said toot.
Oh, I heard you let out a number 2. I was like, no.
You let out a toot.
I don't know what that is, but I get. I played the flute.
Fart.
If that's
it's toot. That's like I feel like that's like common knowledge.
Yeah?
A fart is toot. Yeah.
J'ai touté. So I just silent,
Gotcha.
but just me and my two friends.
Just tooting with the boys.
And I thought it was because it was silent, it was going to be fine, right?
Yeah.
So they kind of know, right? And then we stop at the next floor, which we've never stopped at the next floor. We're in like a 3-floor hotel.
Yeah.
Right? And it just doesn't happen that someone else wants to go up. So we end up stopping at the second floor, and these two British guys get in the elevator. And like, I don't know if they're just like a stereotypical British thing, but they like, I'd be shy with like a random person. The guy just like looks at us, is like, did one of you lads scrumpet? and we all just like look at each other and we're like, no. He's like, well, it wasn't one of us, so one of you definitely scrumpted. And we're like, no. And then like we get off the next floor and like they get out and we just start crying of laughter. It was one of the funniest things. I didn't even know scrumpet was a word.
I love scrumpet.
Is that a thing?
I don't know, but I'm gonna use it. Would scrumpet mean like you shit or you farted?
I don't know, man. I knew what I did, so I thought it meant
it's like
fart.
it's like for them it's like the opposite of like a crumpet.
Yeah. Oh, no, why name it so close to something you eat?
Yeah, it's probably like you shit in the shape of a crumpet.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I learned a word that day.
Yeah.
And they learned not to get in the elevator with us.
British, why are you going to Mexico?
I don't know.
Wouldn't a flight to like Spain or Italy like be way cheaper?
True, better food.
Better food. Like the big issue is usually the flight for us.
They don't
right?
have all inclusives though, but like the flight would be super expensive. So yeah, it's a good question. I don't really know.
Makes no sense to me.
Different place.
I guess.
Why do we go to Europe? We can go to Mexico.
Well, we would go to Mexico because it's way cheaper. Like that would be why.
Yeah, but we still end up going to Europe often.
Yeah, but
Canadians
if it was significantly cheaper, let's say, like Mexico would very much be an afterthought. Like, no?
I don't know.
I think I would never go to Mexico. If I can go to Italy for cheaper.
Dude, why do people pay $1,000 to go somewhere in Canada? You know what I mean? Like,
well, Canada has like some of the most beautiful landscapes in the world. Like Western Canada, BC.
I don't know, man. It's like boring a bit.
How is it boring? You go.
Let's walk up a mountain. So fun.
Oh, let's go walk up the most beautiful mountains in the world. Like that's what it is.
It's so tiring. Just take a picture and show me.
But like, why do you travel anywhere? To go see shit you've never seen before? No
experience.
For the experience, you get to experience these beautiful lakes, these beautiful mountains.
But I feel like when people do the mountains thing, they don't tell you about the 3-hour walk up. And
but the
3-hour walk down that you suffered to get that 5 minutes of great experience.
The entire 3-hour walk is filled with beautiful, like
bears
scenic
and mountain lions
but with nice trees,
severe ditches and cliffs
and berries, right?
Poisonous berries.
Some are poisonous. I'm sure some are fine. But look, I mean, there's also elk, and some deer.
Yeah, elk are pretty dangerous, man.
Yeah, but look, they're more scared of you than we are of them. That's what people say about animals.
They say that about sharks too, man.
I disagree with the why do people go to Canada. I feel like that's insane. That's an insane thing to say.
From Canada to Canada is a bit lame.
Well, you don't need a passport. That's pretty nice. All you need is a driver's license. So.
Yeah, I guess. But like if you're gonna spend $1,000, I feel like you could get better value. TBH.
You can also drive there.
You can, but that's way too far.
3-4 days.
No one cares enough to do that.
You're one of the few people I know who's not down. Have you ever gone to like BC, Alberta, anything like that?
So I just went to Vancouver a few months ago, and like I was severely underwhelmed. Severely.
But Vancouver's like just a city.
Yeah, but like you can see the mountains from the city, and I was just like,
yeah, you're not. This is not at all what people are talking about when they say going out west.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking like Lake Louise or something?
Yeah. A Lake Louise,
I
a
would
Banff,
see Lake
a
Louise.
Canmore, Jasper.
But I feel like, okay, I saw the lake, and now what?
But it's not just the lake. Like, lake is one of those things, yeah.
And what else? I'm going to go to the local pub?
But then it's like you go to Italy. Oh, okay, here's the Colosseum. Oh, okay, what else?
Dude, there's monuments everywhere you walk.
Okay,
you
but there's beautiful like landscapes and different mountains and different like types of trails that you can go see that are very different than the others, and they're all beautiful.
all too similar, though, I find.
You're telling me that that Italian ruins are not all the exact same thing?
No, at
just
all.
not in different.
No, but not necessarily Italian. I'm not trying to make it about Italy, but like no, I don't think so. I think if you go to different places in Greece, there's a different feel, there's a different color of the water, there's a different, I don't know, different food, different everything.
I'll give you food. You're definitely not going to Western Canada for food.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
Well, look, if that's what you care about, then I understand the argument. But in terms of like things to see, like some of these things are breathtaking.
I know. I guess. I don't know. I think also we live in Canada, so it's less impressive to me.
Fair enough.
I feel like someone coming from a hot place, seeing snowy mountains or something, is like, whoa, so nice. I'm just like, it's okay.
But I mean, even like being people who like are raised in like a city like Montreal, like it's still not even close to something that we've ever experienced. Like it's completely different than here. And it's in the same country. It's almost like going to a new country.
Not so much. I don't find.
Okay.
I find it's aight. It's aight.
It's aight.
Food's aight. People are aight. Crackheads in Vancouver.
Yeah, but because that's in the city.
Woo!
Hastings Street, is that the one?
Yeah. That is one of the few. Real bad, man. I was scared. I was scared. And like, I'm a pretty tall guy. Like, I work out, like.
You know what's crazy about those homeless people on Hastings Street? The average income, $70,000 Canadian.
For those people?
That's a joke.
But it's believable.
Yeah, I know.
How do you afford this shit?
How do you afford anything?
But
my uncle's over there. He lives in like a studio like condo, and it's like 180 square feet or something like that. Could you imagine that?
180?
Something like that. Something crazy like that.
He lives in a closet? Wait.
Something like
your
that.
uncle?
Yeah.
Is your uncle Harry Potter? That's pretty
good. That's good. You had me there. For a second, I thought you knew my uncle.
Dobby.
That is definitely a Harry Potter reference. Yes.
Dude, did you see this week the Obama? The whole Obama being gay thing?
I did see that. I wasn't sure if you wanted to actually touch it.
I mean, I don't want to touch it at all. That's not what I'm saying, Kurt. I'm just saying I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, one, do you think it's possible? You think he's actually gay? Do you think that the allegations that this guy slept with him are true?
This is kind of my take on it, which is it's kind of funny because regardless of whether or not it's true, it probably isn't. This guy's like a known con artist, supposedly.
Okay, that would have been good to start with.
Well, I don't know. I watched like one YouTube video on it, and the guy seemed pretty like convinced that he was like a con guy. And these allegations like weren't something that are new. Just like there was no evidence, so like why ever like put it out into the world?
Well, there's no evidence of a lot of rape charges.
So that's the thing, right? So, so supposedly that's what happened. But what I've noticed are like a lot of like people who are like big like Barack Obama supporters. And look, you can be a supporter, you can not be a supporter. It is like you have preferences, whatever. But like there are a lot of people who are supporters who are like, no, that's definitely not true. but it would be fine if it was. But like no, definitely not. But I support it though. I would.
He's like I don't think I believe it.
You don't believe that
that he's gay or anything? Like, I mean, he has a wife.
Yeah.
He has kids. Could he have forced himself to live that life? Like, I guess. I don't know. I feel like if this guy's gay, right, and like so square as he is, this guy must be holding on to some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When someone's too perfect
Yeah.
and they have all this like stuff in the back that you don't know about, that's the guy who kills his family.
You're saying he's got the skeletons.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If that were true. I don't think he does.
And maybe his skeletons was being gay and doing crack.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
And he needed to do that in order to be a very inspirational,
Yes.
and unifying president for 8 years.
It's like Ted Bundy.
Yeah. Well, I don't.
Obama's Ted Bundy. That's the name of this podcast.
You know what? It would be a good name for
It'd
the
be
podcast.
a good name. Yeah, it'd be a good name.
So yeah, I don't think it's true. I just find it funny that there are definitely people out there who are super like, no. But also it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it were true, definitely we're on to something. I don't believe you can hold on to certain secrets like that and be so prim and proper and perfect and not let off steam somehow.
Yeah, for sure.
Either he yells at home with his family, which I don't think he does.
Yeah.
There's some hidden spot somewhere. If he is in fact gay and hiding things,
He could just be an amazing guy.
I think he is.
Yeah.
I honestly think he's a great guy.
You know, Obama guy, big Obama guy.
Honestly, I like the way he's very much like a dad,
Dude,
You know,
he's got the voice. How the hell are there no nominees with that kind of like charismatic character on stage?
yeah, he's unique.
Yeah.
He's got a unique ability to captivate an audience and speak, and he's got the timing down.
Yeah, the timing's perfect. He says 10 words a minute, but the timing's perfect.
It's I mean, also what we have now, you know.
There's quite the contrast.
Yeah, it's like Dillon Danis for president.
It's like Dillon Danis for president. It's pretty,
So
yeah. Imagine Dillon Danis trying to say a number over 6 digits.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, I don't want to. But yeah, so I don't think he did it.
Okay. You're talking like it's a crime.
Well, I think it is a crime. Not the way you think, but I think lying is a crime to me. Like, I'm not a liar. Like, if I was gay, I would be like, guys, I'm gay, and that's it. Like, I know it's difficult. I know you gotta.
What do you mean you're not a liar? Everyone will lie like a bit.
No, you see, like, so this is the perfect segue, man. I was the next.
You know, you don't have to say.
I know.
You don't have to
But
mention. I was setting you up.
I
but
was
like you
setting yourself. I was shitting myself.
You don't have. You can just do it. You can just do the thing.
I
you
could,
know?
but it would like I like the high five before. You know what I mean? Like, look at us go.
You know what's funny is people who are watching have no idea what the f- we're even talking about right now.
It's okay. They'll find out.
They'll find out.
So white lies,
Yeah.
right? Was the next topic.
Was our topic? Yes.
Yeah. So I was late to an important event. 30 minutes late. My girlfriend was pissed.
Yeah. What was the event?
It was a wedding.
Okay.
Of her best friend.
Okay.
Okay. So I show up 30 minutes late. I tell her in advance I'm running late, like shit.
Yeah,
I messed up. And she knows why. I was filming the podcast with you.
Oh,
right?
that was last week?
That was last week.
Okay.
So we were running late. We were trying, but you know, once you start, you got to finish, right?
Okay.
So end up telling her. She thinks I'm going to be a little late, but I'll still catch most of it.
Yeah.
Missed the entire ceremony.
Oh, really?
Missed the entire ceremony.
They usually want you to be there for that.
They usually do. So I show up and everyone's already like walking out.
Yeah.
So they see me walking in. Everybody. Okay? Everybody
Wait, so
sees me.
there's like the bride and the groom walking out, and you're like there crossing paths.
The bride, the groom.
Oh, hey guys.
The parents, everybody.
Okay.
So they see me and they're just like, oh man. And everyone except my girlfriend is there because she's taking pictures with the bride.
With a stand-in. With your understudy.
With her new boyfriend. Yeah, exactly. So people are like, oh, you okay? Like, why are you late? And I was like, oh, I was filming the podcast. And they're like, oh, that's not a good reason. And I'm just like, yeah, I know. Well, it's what happened. So, and they're like, well, you can't tell her that. And I'm like, well, that's what happened though. And they're like, well, you gotta lie. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, why? Like, why would I lie to my girlfriend? She's like, because she's gonna be upset. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So?
Yeah.
They're like, no, look, I'll tell you what to do, man. What you do, you tell her you spilled juice all over your keyboard, and then you had to clean it. And I'm like, but
what a specific.
Yeah. I'm like, but that's a lie. They're like, it's a white lie.
Yeah.
It's a white lie. And I'm just like,
agree.
But it didn't happen. So it for me, it's just a lie.
Lie is a lie.
A lie
For
is
you,
a lie.
a lie is a lie is a lie.
A lie is a lie is a lie.
Yeah.
Right? So I didn't do that. And then, so her mom comes. Her mom's like, Steve, why are you late? And I'm just like, I was filming a podcast. She's like, well, you can't tell her that. Like, you're her mom. What do you mean? Like, you want me to lie to your daughter? You know, like, and she's like, well, that's not a good reason. I'm like, but that's the reason.
Yeah.
I'll tell her. We'll get over it. I'll say sorry, and we'll move on.
Yeah.
But I was shocked, man. Nobody wants to do that. Everyone's trying to avoid conflict instead of just deal with it.
So, you know what? I actually kind of like where your head's at here. I think there are more people that need to have this sort of mindset in terms of why ever lie? Just tell the truth and face whatever's coming to you, right? You made your bed, you got to sleep in it, that type of thing. Having said that now, I don't think you lie about everything, but I think you do need to choose your battles. And
you can omit things. Like, you don't have to say, if it doesn't come up, you don't have to go out of your way to say something.
Yeah.
That's not lying, though.
Lying by omission.
No, because it never came up. You're not, if you're talking about something and you purposely don't bring it up, that's one thing.
But it's still material information that the person would want to know in order to factor into whatever decision they should make. No?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. Like, if let's say, like, I don't know, I was late and she didn't know and it never came up, why talk about it?
So, okay, but in that scenario, yeah, I agree with you. In the scenario you're talking about, though, like, if it's to avoid someone getting, like, really upset in your situation of being late, I don't think you ever even, like, unless you're asked why were you late, just don't say it.
Agreed.
Yeah. But in this situation, it's
hey guys, I'm late. I was filming the greatest podcast on this planet. Look at me.
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
Oh, so it's like a big podcast? You guys have like a few 100,000 subscribers?
Not yet. Soon.
But you have at least 1,000, right?
You can be the 193rd. Yeah. Like, look, at least our podcast is, I'd say, a little bit more interesting than tennis.
I agreed with that.
Tennis and golf. You disagree with golf, I would guess.
Yeah.
Watching golf on TV.
Watching golf blows.
Okay, so you agree.
Guys love watching golf. I don't get it. I don't understand. Like
I feel like they don't really watch. Like, there's some people who, like,
dude, there are guys that watch.
No, but are they looking at the TV?
They're
though?
watching the TV. But I also think they're gambling.
Okay.
If you're gambling, I think you'll watch anything.
More exciting ways to gamble, though.
I've watched lacrosse.
Why?
Gambling on the lacrosse.
Gambling on anything makes it more fun, for sure.
Agree.
But you can still choose something fun to gamble on.
Do you remember that one time we were at your house and we were watching, we were playing FIFA, and instead of actually playing, we made the computer play against each other and we bet on the game. It was Dortmund versus Liverpool. That was so much fun. I thought it was fun. I won. So
I don't remember. Did I win?
I don't remember who. I bet on Dortmund. This is all fake and bullshit. So who cares? But like, yeah, gambling is great. I love gambling. I don't even think golf or tennis could get me to like. I don't even think gambling could get me to watch tennis or golf.
I don't like the idea of, like, the whole the rich man sport.
Yeah.
Rich people are usually unathletic.
That's a good point.
Why would
That's a good point.
Basically, what you're telling me is that it's not a sport.
Polo? You're not even the one who's doing the sport. It's the horse. What the fuck? You're just getting someone else to do the sport for you.
Rich men want to feel like they play a sport.
Yeah.
So they made sports that aren't sports
Yeah.
to be like, I play a sport.
Yeah.
I'm still manly. Look at me.
Yeah.
But there's real sports, and you don't play any of those.
Yeah.
So you made your own. You know, like why? Like
And you ever watch like old like back when tennis actually was like a rich man's sport? You ever watch like old clips of tennis and it's like these like guys with like zero muscle tone, hairy legs?
Yeah.
Like
John
really short
McEnroe.
shorts. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, he
yeah.
was sick though.
Yeah, he was good.
He was awesome.
Yeah.
This guy had like it's kind of like a mullet almost, and he would like play, but he had the headband. Shia LaBeouf played him too in the movie, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, like back in those days, like they just looked like not like when I think athlete, I'm thinking like LeBron James, you know, not
Running, moving,
yeah, exactly.
jumping.
But like you know, in today's tennis, it's not like they're not athletic.
No.
Like,
Tennis is definitely a sport.
it's definitely a sport, just a boring one.
Yeah. I don't even like the idea of like how it's silent.
Yeah,
What a weird culture.
yeah.
Imagine going somewhere and being like, shh, 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 shh. Don't want to distract him. He has to concentrate.
Fault.
You kind of scared me there. I wasn't excited. I was like, oh shit. It's so true.
I know.
And then they're so aggressive. And then there's the ball boy.
The ball boys are the most athletic guys on the court.
I feel like they're all like very nervous and
Have you ever seen the video of the ball boy who's like getting the ball, but he trips and he hits his head on the? You've never seen that? I almost want to show it to you on the computer and then get like your reaction to it.
so I had like friends that used to be ball boys, and every time they would come to Montreal, they would have to like go train and like try out to be the ball boy for like a weekend or whatever.
Okay.
Every like couple years or year or whatever it was. And like I was like, why do you do this? Like, what's the point? Like, oh, we get to be on TV.
So Novak Djokovic could sweat on me.
I was like, but this is like almost child slavery. It's like not far away.
It's not far away.
It wasn't. They weren't doing it for the money.
It is a cousin of child slavery. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
might be the wife of child slavery. Like it's pretty smart.
Yeah.
They got away with it
Do they
somehow.
get paid?
If they did, it wasn't much. Wasn't much. It was like, it was almost like you get to do this.
Yeah.
You get to be on TV
Yeah.
with the pros.
You get to be on Jeffrey Epstein's island.
If you're lucky, you can keep a ball.
Yeah. Yo, and it's crazy. Like the tennis players will just like loosely toss them the ball.
Yeah.
And then they'll just be like, "Oh yes,
That's
oh I got it."
The culture's strange.
Yeah.
You ever see like in soccer the ball boys, or sometimes because usually you work for
The team.
the team,
Yeah.
and like
So they'll hold. Yeah, they'll hoard the ball.
or like throw it like at the guy. Or
Do you
or just,
remember
like,
a few years ago, like a while ago actually, maybe like 7-8 years ago?
Joe Hart? Is that what you're gonna say?
No, Eden Hazard. I
Okay.
forget who they were playing. He was on Chelsea at the time, but like he's basically going to get a ball that went out. Time's still going, but like they need to score, and the ball boy's going to get the ball, trips, and then Eden Hazard's like, "Give me the ball, give me the ball," and he's like not letting it go, and then Eden Hazard kicks him in the stomach, and then gets the ball out, and then he just got flamed for it online after the game.
Yeah,
He's like, "I need to get the
There's
ball."
been a few of those instances where like the ball boy like wins the game,
Yeah, he gets like the MVP. Yo,
and they get fired or whatever.
but also like paid out a little bit.
Maybe.
I mean, come on. If the ball boy's the reason why you win the Premier League, let's say, like, yeah, it's a shitty way to win, but also you won. Like, think about it.
That's when you start a YouTube channel.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're just like guy who won the Premier League.
yeah. I'm the guy that got Man City the trophy.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Like, it's cool when someone gets like creative about ways to cheat. Like in soccer, when there's two balls on the field, you have to stop. So like one time, the goalie comes out right of his net, and the ball goes out, so the other teams can throw it in and just kick it back at the net. So the goalie takes the other ball, throws it in play.
Oh, really?
So that there's two balls and they can't take the throw in.
Wow.
Yeah, like crazy stuff like that.
What happened?
I think got a yellow card or something, but like they didn't
That's
score.
worth a yellow card.
Yeah, genius move.
There's in hockey, there was this one time where I don't remember if it even was in the NHL. I think it probably was the AHL. But basically, there was two forwards on a breakaway, and they're basically just like passing it to each other. And like obviously, it's like 2 against just a goalie. There's not even a defenseman. Odds are they're probably gonna like score on like an open net. So what the goalie does is he turns around and he fucking throws the net off of its hinges.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
that.
those are off his hinges, and then obviously it's a penalty, but it's just one guy on the shootout, on the penalty shot. So it's like he just chooses, all right, I'll just face one guy instead of 2, and he saved it.
It's genius.
Yeah.
Like
So obviously, like you need to have like to prevent that from happening, you need to like suspend the guy for like 5 games or something.
Put rules,
like
in place or whatever. Yeah, like, but it's fun.
Yeah,
I love that.
If
guy
you're like
who thinks outside
the first mover
the
cheater,
pioneer.
Yeah, the pioneer of cheating. Yeah.
They created Rule 103 was created because of me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm the guy.
What do you think about like a few years ago, like Deflategate? Like
What's
Tom
that?
Brady and Patriots.
Oh,
Yeah, where like they purposely were like deflating balls to like so that he could throw it a bit more accurately.
Do you think that it really has a big impact? I had a hard time believing that would matter so much, but I'm like
Any
no
advantage is an advantage, though, right? Like
I guess
at that level,
is it an advantage? Like that's what I mean. Like
I've thrown a slightly deflated ball and it was easier
okay,
for me, right? But like, yeah, I don't know. It's a good point. It's a good point. They were already winning everything anyway. I don't think that would have done anything for them at the time.
maybe it did. I don't know, but like,
But as far as like the craftiness and that type of cheating, kind of cool.
how do you get away with that even?
Yeah, I don't know. There was a whole thing, but they were just deflating their own balls because I think both teams have to supply a certain amount of balls to the game, and then you use your balls, but they get inspected. So I don't know how they even pass the inspection.
That's what I mean. It is fishy. But yeah, anyways, another topic we want to discuss was Luke Belmar. So this guy has busted onto the YouTube scene in a pretty big way recently.
Yeah.
I think did I show him to you, or you kind of knew about him and then I like reintroduced him to you?
Anybody could make $1 million a day.
Easily. Yeah, you can do it with a laptop.
Dude, if you have a laptop, if you have the internet, you have the internet, right? If you have the internet, you could easily be making $10,000 a day, obviously.
Yeah. And water's a scam.
Look,
They want you to drink water.
I could teach you how to make $1 million a month. I could. It's easy. Obviously, anyone could do it. But like, who learns kissing your kids at night? Right? Who learns like going to parent-teacher conferences?
Everyone's got a family, right? And like, I love my family, right? But love isn't enough, okay? And who's gonna love who when you put them up in a cottage in Saint Sauveur? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. He's changed my outlook on life. That's for sure.
I don't even talk to my family anymore. I'm like,
Yeah.
talk to you when I have $1 billion. See ya.
I'm doing this for you guys. Well, you guys are just slacking off.
You think the Matrix is fake? Mhm. Well, let me tell you something, okay? The Matrix is all around you, okay? All right, Kurt?
Yeah.
And they want you to think it's fake.
Yeah.
They love that.
They do.
They love that, Kurt.
They want you to just grow up and just believe that the Matrix is completely fake and not something that they've made just for you to play around in like a little playpen.
You see all that money stuff, Kurt? Yeah. They like that.
Yeah.
They like that because you know what? You're hooked on it. But Bitcoin? Bitcoin owns you.
Yeah.
Okay? That's the difference. That's
Yeah.
the difference. It might not look like that right now, but just trust me. Don't trust the government.
Yeah, no.
And also, your parents.
Yeah, definitely. At school?
He's kind of got like a Gary Vaynerchuk vibe, but without the fuck your parents. You know the voice?
Blueberries?
They fucking smash blueberries.
You fucking garage sales?
You see, all you guys are trying to start all these businesses, And like, I just go to a garage sale, buy something for $5. Okay, put it on eBay. Okay, put it on eBay, $40. What's the ROI on that? Okay, I'm not gonna even talk about the shipping. Okay. Fuck your parents. So good. Neemanaz killed it, eh? That guy who does it better than us. He's pretty funny.
That was really good.
Thank you.
That was so good.
Thank you.
That was so well done.
If only I could do other ones too.
Oh man.
You ever see David Goggins?
Wait. But really quick, you mentioned Neemanaz.
Yeah.
That guy.
Genius.
I don't know if anyone's actually going to ever watch this. We're still pretty small. Growing though, thank you.
Yeah.
If you are watching this. But please check out Neemanaz. Guy's sick. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it, but the guy's sick. Best
Could be
impressions.
Neemanaz.
Neemanaz, maybe. It's something like that, right? Neemanaz. I know his name is Neema. I'm pretty sure his name is Neema.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Oh.
Anyway, Neema, if you're watching this, and I hope that's your name, I'm sorry if it's not. You are sick. You're one of my favorite guys on social media.
Well, he actually went on like a podcast in Montreal.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we'll have him on one day. Maybe we'll be like,
maybe. Nice little
look,
collab.
He makes fun of these guys. We
Yeah.
make fun of him.
Making fun of these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inception. Yeah, it would be a cool pod.
He
I
looks-
feel like he'd fit the vibe.
He looks
too.
like a good hang.
Yeah.
I don't think we're there yet in
No,
terms of
no,
our
no.
quality.
We're just warming up.
Just warming up.
Just warming up.
Getting there.
Getting our feet wet.
Get the reps in.
Yeah.
Get the reps in.
Speaking of reps in, David Goggins.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You ever see the video of him just crushing it?
Yeah.
And they're counting all the bench presses he's doing. He's like 25. And then he gets to a point where like he's really struggling, right? And they're like, come on. And then every rep he's like, who's gonna carry the boats and the logs? And they're like, keep going. And he's like, who's gonna carry the boats? You didn't see that?
What does that even mean?
I don't know. He just started going nuts. He just started going crazy.
My goodness.
I guess like his time in the army or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't know me, son. They don't know me, son.
He's doing that?
You didn't see that?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, you got to see that.
Okay, I'll go check it out.
You're going to freak out. It's insane.
He's just like going crazy.
Yeah.
Like he like transports himself into like another dimension while he's doing bench presses.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because he goes past the point of, I guess, your body knowing what the hell's happening anymore.
I'm going to start saying that in the gym. Who's going to carry the boats
And the logs. I'm going to show it to you. It's going to be the best thing you've ever seen.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's setting a
Setting a high bar,
there.
but
yeah.
it's David mother effing Goggins,
It
man.
is.
So
I love David Goggins.
Yeah.
I love his feet.
okay, well that's another. This guy runs like miles and miles.
You ever
man.
see his feet though? Gross. Bad feet. Bad feet. They don't look. You can be athletic and you can be the best at everything. Sure, David, but let's get a pedicure. How about Because disgusting. Jesus.
Maybe a little red toenail nail polish.
Ever heard of a what do you call it? A petty egg? Get one of those.
Oh, what's that?
It's like this.
Oh yeah, I know.
You
what that
like
is.
shave the dead skin down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's enough, man. Might just amputate. Just amputate.
Maybe, but it's like purple and it's like disfigured.
Did you see Neemanaz does him as well?
No, I don't think so.
He goes shirtless running.
Oh yeah, yes, I have seen that. Oh, he's so good. He's so good.
Yeah, he's good. Joe Rogan. I think those are the only three I've seen though. Yeah, I'm sure he does others, but those are the three that I really know.
His friend is a Conor McGregor.
That's true.
His friend is, and it's a really good Conor McGregor. Surprisingly,
I wonder if
and
it's
a
the one I
Dillon
saw.
Danis actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'll check them out after the pod for sure. So Neemanaz, what I like about it too is like he's a bit on the heavier side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I like that like he doesn't care. Like he owns it.
Yeah.
So like he'll do David Goggins shirt off and doesn't like I love that stuff. Like
Yeah.
who cares, man? Just do you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Speaking of being on the heavier side, I like you always make fun of me for ordering food all the time, right?
Yeah.
I'm a Uber Eats addict.
Yeah.
I want to try it all, right? It's like Pokemon for me. I got
Okay.
I got to catch them all.
I've never.
I got to
Okay.
catch them all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're always just like, but why don't you just eat at home?
Yeah.
Or like even sometimes I'll order and my girlfriend's making food and I'll be like, no, I'm not eating that. I'm gonna have a pizza.
So you like convince her to Uber Eats.
No, she'll still make
She'll
the
just
food.
eat her own thing.
Yeah.
She'll make her own food.
And I'll be like,
She
not
will
having
cook.
that shit.
She will She will cook for the house and you tell her to her face,
Oh, sucks to be you.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Friday night, man. I did it tonight. I ordered La Guanaquita.
I've came here on like a Thursday though, and you've done the same too.
Yes, I
so,
did.
Yeah.
And
How many nights a week are you Uber Eatsing?
I go through phases, you know.
Average.
Recently, it's about twice.
Oh, that's not
Not
look,
awful.
it's more than the average for sure. Or maybe not more than the average, but it's more than the average person should do. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean-
twice a week's not so bad, but every time I've come here, there's always been Uber Eats.
There's Uber Eats.
Uber Eats,
usually,
yeah,
you're
usually
sitting
over
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's one of the things that, like, I think, and I read this actually in the book. I think it's called Unstoppable. It's by I think Tim Grover, that was the trainer for Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant and some other people. And basically, like, his goal is like, okay, make them unstoppable, right? They're there, but I'm gonna take them to like this level where like no one could touch them, type of thing. So, and he talks about like the mindset, right? And the crazy part that stuck with me in that book, it wasn't all the crazy things he made them do. It was the thing he you wouldn't think he would make them do, which was, I tell them, do something bad for you. Choose one. Right? Obviously don't choose something like food maybe because you're a basketball player and like you don't want to get fat. But choose choose sex. Choose gambling.
Okay.
Go all in. Just that's your fun. That's
Is that
you,
Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan's vices?
Well, I mean, I don't know about Kobe Bryant specifically, but I know
Michael Jordan's gambler.
Huge gambler.
Big gambler.
And he, like him as a trainer, would be like, yeah, do it. You got to. You earned it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wow. He's just like, you need to have
So for you,
a
it's
release.
food.
You need to have a release. For me, it's food.
Okay.
I'd like it to be something else, but I can't find my vice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I find, okay, food, it's bad for health, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you can find something that's not horrible, but it's not ideal for health. So I'd like to change it. Gambling's not good for money. I'm not rich, so I wouldn't necessarily want to do that right now. There's, what else? Sex. I mean, I got a girlfriend. Like, I'm not the type to go out and,
Sure. No, I get
you know?
it. Yeah.
I don't know how to say it in an okay way, but
Yeah.
strippers, you know, that's just I'm not a stripper guy.
Yeah. Not a big stripper guy. That's fair.
I don't live the GTA life in
Yeah.
real life.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. The GTA life is a little bit more bad, I would say.
Yeah.
But
a little more.
look, I kind of understand where you're going with it, but like, man, Uber Eatsing.
Well, what's your vice? If you had to like pick one, and if you can't say it, I get
I
it.
don't think so. I think I'm perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. Look, I like the gambling. It's fun.
So you would say like if
I
you
don't
had-
know if that's what it is, but like, you know.
But
I
also
do.
keep in mind that the harder you go in your life, meaning like we're not working at the level of Michael Jordan, so we don't need to go as hard
Yeah.
in our vice.
Yeah.
So like if you were pushing yourself to the limit, maybe you'd become a crazy gambler.
Yeah.
But you don't need to right now.
Yeah.
Because you don't need as much of a release.
Yeah.
So that's what he's saying is like the harder you go, the more you need something to
The
counteract.
vice. I see it. Got it.
So that's why it's just like, yeah, like
You're gonna get so fat.
yeah, I guess if I that's true, eh?
You're gonna get fat as hell. If you want to be as successful as you say you want to be, you're gonna be a fat boy.
Well, look, man, I don't really want to be successful anymore, but like, hey, man, when you have such a good podcast like ours,
That's a good point.
It's just
Honestly,
how
it
am I
was
gonna
really
stop
look. It was growing. It was doing really well, and then you chose to wear the glasses, and I think that ruined everything.
You don't think that people like the glasses?
No.
Why not?
Well, you look like a dork.
Really?
Yeah.
So I'm smart.
That's nerd.
So shit, you got me there. So what's a dork?
Bad. It's bad.
It's like a bad nerd.
It's
like
really
it's like a
bad.
nerd who's just
It's
not.
just like-
there's nothing good going for
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Oh,
Just
man.
just horrible.
But they would put their hat backwards.
fair, they wouldn't.
So I counteracted it slightly.
yeah, you're like swag dork.
I'm swag dork. I'm swark.
Yeah, swark. I think that's a bird, actually.
A swark?
No, stork. I'm thinking of
Stork.
stork. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're talking about birds now, so I feel like it's about that time.
Speaking of birds,
Did you have a bird bit?
I didn't have a bird bit. I don't like birds. And even if I did have a bird bit, I don't want to give them their...
I think it's about that time.
Okay. Well, this was fun. We're going to have to do another one very soon, man,
Yes,
because
sir.
I'm headed to New York.
Yep, for your wedding.
Not my wedding,
For
but
the- a
another
wedding.
I feel like people watching this are going to be like, dude, another wedding?
Yeah.
Except nobody watches this.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
you know.
Isn't that kind of weird?
Yeah.
We're talking to nobody.
Yeah. Hey, whoever's on this right now, you're a fucking loser. How are you still here?
You made it this far? What's wrong with you?
Jokes. We really appreciate it, honestly. We're going to wrap it up for this
You
week.
just did the hand heart.
Yeah.
That's sorry to not end it, but like soccer players when they score a
Yeah,
goal,
they're like-
I've never hated a celebration more in my life. That is the worst celebration. Like imagine just like deking out like 4 guys and then you
And then,
like score a rocket.
Love you.
Much love.
But a lot of soccer celebrations are just like they'll go to the crowd. It's like, what does that do? Like, or like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Ronaldo sick.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I think I prefer someone who changes their thing than doing the same thing every
Well,
time. It gets old.
Balotelli brought props.
That's true.
His own shirts.
Shirts.
Yeah.
Totti took a picture, like a selfie with the
Dude, you know what
with
would be
the crowd.
hilarious? Is if you scored, took off your jersey, and underneath was the same jersey.
You see the guy who like scores a goal and then goes into the crowd, kisses his grandmother.
No, but that's nice.
That was cool.
There was one celebration I saw a while ago, and it was like a guy scores a goal, goes into the stands, and then he sits down and he like claps for himself.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I think I did see that.
That was fun.
Yeah. Stuff like that's fun.
Yeah,
But like having the same one every time.
yeah.
Like there's
especially if your trademark's gonna be at heart.
there's a guy that's called the Rooster and like he'll score and
Yeah,
go like this and you're just like
yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
a bit lame for it to be your.
it's a
like
bit
if you're gonna
lame,
have
yeah.
a trademark celebration, it's got to be sick.
I agree.
Yeah,
Don't have a lame celebration.
man. In hockey, like you could have like cool.
They're all lame.
but they could
Everyone's
be
lame in
cool.
hockey.
They could be cool.
There's no one cool.
Like,
in
could you
hockey.
imagine throwing your glove up in the air, shooting it with your stick?
Nobody in hockey is cool.
I know. Riding your
No,
stick
no.
like a horse.
I feel very passionate about this.
I know. We've talked about this.
Yeah. No one in hockey is cool.
One of our best shorts, actually.
Yeah,
Go check
true.
it out.
No one.
The Russians. Some of the Russians are cool.
No. No. Even man, like I have yet to see a good interview in hockey.
You haven't watched enough.
The best.
No, you haven't watched enough.
The best interview I've ever seen, which was interesting only because it was wild, it was Paul Correa. You remember Paul Correa?
Yep.
In the I think it was the Olympics.
Do you know I thought he was Korean when I was a kid?
Me too.
Okay.
The guy comes up to him and like at this point his dad is like not well in the hospital, right? And he promises his dad, "I'm gonna win gold for you," right? Because his dad may not make it much longer or whatever. And the interviewer comes and he's like, "You promised your dad gold. You won silver. How do you feel?" like what? The disrespect.
There's no chance that happened. Are you serious?
Like the balls on that guy.
You promised your dad gold. You won silver.
Like imagine What do you do as him? Do you get like you got to stay composed? Well, he probably did. I don't remember how he reacted, but like.
Well, we all know we all know how he reacted.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, you try to get the pucks in deep, and you play for your guys, and we played a hard fought game out there, and the other teams, they're really aggressive on the puck there, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to score goals, score goals out there, help the team out, and
I'll say every night we're trying to score more goals than they score goals, and that usually when we have more goals, that means that we could possibly get a win there and go hard to the net. And
if we get a few wins together, maybe we take this somewhere.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Didn't.
So you let your dad down, is what you're saying.
I love like a good antagonist. No one likes that guy.
And this guy is just the commentator.
Yeah.
or the
No one likes that guy, but you kind of need that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it's not that you need that guy. No one likes that guy, but you're thankful he exists.
It's like Ariel Helwani. You know what I mean?
You don't like Ariel Helwani?
He's a bit of a shit disturber. Like he gets Dana pissed off all the time.
But he's a good journalist.
He is a good journalist for sure. But he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like Dana will just shut him down quick.
Yeah.
Ariel, not again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he'll constantly ask him, so are you gonna make that fight between this guy and that guy? And like I think 100 times Dana White said, I will let you know when it's made, if it's made. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now he just asks him, I think, to get a reaction.
There's like a lot of history there for like why they hate each other. I haven't really dove into it, but I do like. There's no shortage of clips of them bickering. That's for sure.
There's even fighters who hate Ariel Helwani.
A lot of them do. Nate Diaz doesn't like him.
Yeah, they call him a bit of a rat.
Yeah.
I feel like it's believable.
From Montreal.
Definitely believable.
Yeah.
There's definitely rats in Montreal.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Never tell you about the last time I was in New York, and there was this actual rat. So first of all, me and my buddy Mike were in a crowd of people, okay, because it's New York, right? It's jam in Times Square even, and everyone starts freaking out, like yelling and like panic, and we get super nervous because it's New York, right? So like it's kind of a place where things have happened in the past, and like I don't know. So you're screaming, oh, like freaking out, and we're like, what? Everyone's moving and like freaking out, and then we just see it's a rat.
Okay.
Huge rat.
Okay.
And
super rat.
Yeah. All of a sudden, this like fat black girl comes out of nowhere, steps on it, like what, bitch? And
did you say that?
I swear to God, she comes out of nowhere, like just like fuck you. And we're like, everyone just freaked out. Like, this girl didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
She just stepped on it like it was like an ant or something. It was a big rat.
Yeah.
And you just see the rat.
Just start spazzing out.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
So crazy that someone had the guts to do that.
Jeez.
She was like the neighborhood hero.
Those New Yorkers.
Not all heroes wear capes. That's the day
I love that saying.
Yeah. Not
all heroes wear capes. We can name this pod that if you want.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Yeah.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
All right. Well, we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Peace.